Good morning. You know, I sit here usually and I talk about CPAs and talk about, what people are doing, what they're not doing, what's right, what's wrong. But I want to take a little break from that and kind of, it'll tie into the CPA, but I want to kind of talk a little bit about what's on my desk and maybe what I'm wearing. I wore the red tie today because it's Valentine's Day coming up in 4 days. My Valentine's my daughter. So I'm excited about that. And then I looked at this mat, that I have on my desk here, and I thought, you know what? It's really interesting. Haven't touched this mat, literally haven't put anything underneath the plastic in 10 years, And I'm looking at it, and I was looking at some of the things that are in here, and I have the industry standard, go get 'em slogans on here that every business owner that wants to be successful, they put on their desk, be fearless, be focused, be prepared, don't think small, live large. Conditions are never just right. People who delay action until all factors are favorable are the kind who do nothing. I read these and I think about it and I'm like, you know what? This is what happens. This is where we think we get our strength. Let's find these slogans. Let's get the power to make that one more phone call, to go have that one more appointment, to try just a little harder, knock on that one extra door, And the funny thing is the only thing that I've put on this mat in the last 10 years is this pink little piece of paper right here. And it was from the wife of one of my partners in the office here, who I recently helped with something, and she just wrote a note, said, Tony, I stopped by to see you. XOXO, and she put her name. That's the only thing. See what I learned over the last 10 years is it's really about relationships. It's really about people. And we're born with it. We're born with the DNA to be relationship people. We're relational. We don't need slogans. We don't need to write down. We don't need to make one extra phone call. We don't need to try harder. We need to put our efforts in the right area. We need to decide that I'm going to spend my time investing my resources in building incredible relationships with the people that can enhance my life. And that's it. If CPAs is the key, then you're going to go out and you're going to build amazing relationships with CPA firms. And you're going to take the firm out of the equation and say, I'm going to build amazing relationships with CPAs. You're going to even go deeper than that and say, I'm going to build an amazing relationship with the people that are CPAs, because I'm a person who's a financial advisor. You do that in business and it travels to your home. Build an incredible relationship with your spouse, with your kids, on the ball field, out in the ocean if you're surfing with the people you're surfing with, whatever it is. You don't need slogans. What you need is your heart. You're born with it. And that travels. That makes a difference in our business. That can make a big difference in your bottom line. Because people want that. They want somebody who's authentic, who's different, is willing to say, I care enough about you to build a relationship with you. I don't have to dial 100 phones, make 100 phone calls. What I need to do is say, I think you and I are going to be good together. Let's invest some time in that opportunity. See what happens. That'd be smart. You don't need 1,000 relationships. You only need a handful of really strong ones. But that's what you need. You don't need a mat full of slogans. You need a heart filled with relationships with the people that trust you, that you trust most. And watch that hit the bottom line. That'll make a difference. Have a great day.